Sanibona, boys and girls. Welcome to another class of IsiZulu. I hope that you've had a great week so far and you've been learning a lot and enjoying it. And again, I just miss you so much and I hope that you're doing well. And I am praying for all of you and I miss all of you so much. Today in our IsiZulu lesson, we're going to be doing izinhlamvu nemisindo, and that is phonics. Okay, just how a certain letter of the alphabet sounds in IsiZulu. All right. And as usual, we're going to start with what you're going to need for this lesson. You're going to need ibhuku, and that is your line book, and ipensela, pencil, irula, ruler. Okay, if you don't have all of that, you can stop the video and then go and get it, and then you can start it again. Once you have all of your stuff, you can open your book where you last wrote and make sure that you've ruled off. If you haven't, just do it. And then skip a line and write your date. Your date is 13 Unhlaba 2020, and Unhlaba is May. I'm sure you remember that from the last lesson. And then your heading is izinhlamvu nemisindo. Remember we said that is phonics. And that is just how to sound a certain letter that you are seeing. So here we see the letter K. Okay, so, and in IsiZulu, it's a K, K. So it's like a hard K. Remember we said a K in IsiZulu is hard when it doesn't have a H, and it's soft when it has a H. So if it's soft, it would be a K, like you normally say, okay. And when it's not soft, when it doesn't have the H, it's a K. All right. So you're going to see the other example, but this one is a hard K. All right. So once you have written your date and your heading, you're going to skip a line and then write a nice big K. All right. And then next to it, so what you would do, I've done it differently, but what you would do, you would then put a little dash there, and then you would write, you're going to write ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. Okay, so what this helps you with, it helps you with the pronunciation of the sound, and because in most words it's followed by the vowels, it helps you just how you're gonna sound it when you see a word. So when you see a word with a k and a, you're going to say ka, a k and a ke, ki, ko, ku. Remember, it's a hard k. Okay, so now go ahead and write that. So what you would do after you write the dash, you're going to put a ka here. Okay, make sure it's small. It's not capital letter. I drew a capital letter because it's so hard. And then you put a dash and have the ke. Okay, and so on. All right, I'm not going to do all of it because we already have it here. Okay, so in a row, after your date and after your heading, you're going to skip a line, and then in that row you're going to write a nice big ka, and then put a dash and write ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. Once you've done that, I want you to sound it about 10 times, so you know exactly how it sounds, so that when you see it in a word, you're going to be able to identify it and say, oh, that is a hard k. Okay, so it's a k, ka, ke, ki, ko, ko. Right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, boys and girls, the next one is a soft k. Okay, and I did it on purpose so that you have both of them, so you can see the difference. So the last one that we did was a hard k, so it was a k. This one is a k, like you would normally say it in English. So it's a soft k. And what makes it soft, it's because it has a h, k, after it. Right. So just remember that. If you see a k and it has a h after it, then it becomes a k. But if you only see one k and it just has maybe a vowel after it, it's a hard k. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Right. So you're going to skip a line, and then you're going to write a nice big k, which is a k and a h. All right. And then after that, you're going to write a little dash there, and then start with your k. Remember, it must be a small letter k. Okay, I'm just writing a big one because it's easier. And then you put a dash there, and next to it, k. Okay, and so on. So I'm going to help you sound it out. This is a ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. Okay, so basically this one is pretty straightforward because it sounds like the k that we normally use, and the other one is the tricky one. But this one is a ka, ke, ki, ko, ku. Okay, like umkhulu and a lot of other words. Ikhanda, ikhala. I'm sure you can think of a lot of words, boys and girls. So make sure that you write that down, and then again you practice it not less than 10 times. Right, now we move on to the next thing. Okay, now I want you to do something for me. I want you to write them down in a row, just like I've done here. Okay, so in each row you'll have ka, ke, ki, ko, ku right under each other, and then on the side you write these ones. So sorry, this one is ka, ke, ki, ko, ku, and then next to them just leave a space so that you can write the word, or you can just start with a in one row and write a word that you can think of that has ka. Okay, and then in the next row you write e and you write the word for it, ki and you write the word for it, ko and you write the word for it, and ku. Now I know this is a bit challenging, but in your book, in your blue book, you can look for words and I'm sure you'll find them. So it doesn't have to start with these sounds. It doesn't have to end. They just have to be there in the word. So it has to have the word in it. Okay. And then this one as well, next to it, you're going to write ka and the word for it that you've thought of. Ke, ki, ko, ku. Okay, so please do that, and once you have done that, you are done for the day. Okay, you can rule off and you are done.